How are we doing, people? Welcome back to Jimmy Case TV. In a case of the Blues, it's Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 1. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, so hit the like button and sub to the channel if you're new. That's not good enough. I'll be real with you. Our first game back into the Champions League. Now, I do think there needs to be some realization of where we are as a club and who we're coming up against. We're coming up against the German champions. We're just getting back into the competition. So, where we are as two clubs is completely different. But nonetheless, you expect us to do a little bit better than that. Now, I actually do think we gave Bayern a good game up until the moments that spoilt it for us. 3 moments of switching off. In reality, 3 moments of switching off. The third goal just killed us, absolutely killed us. Now, let's go through the lineup quickly. Sanchez in goal, Cucurella left back, Tosin and Chalobah, the two centre backs, Gusto at right back, Caicedo and Reece James in the middle. Neto on the left, Enzo in the middle, Palmer on the right, and João Pedro up top. Now, obviously, we're trying to set up similar to how we did against PSG in the Club World Cup final. Reece James, I'd imagine his role would have been to ensure that Harry Kane drop in deep. He cuts that out, and obviously the interchanging front three that they'd have had, or four, he'd been there to add that to bolster the defence and offer Caicedo some support, allowing Enzo, to play a bit higher up the pitch and try and link the play. We started off really well, I'll be honest with you, but it only came from a long ball from Rob Sanchez into Gusto. Gusto was finding himself in some great positions on that right hand side, and we was causing some trouble, like what we did against PSG. But very quickly, Bayern Munich seemed to settle and start to dominate the game. They dominated us in possession, in passes, etc. But I still feel like we was in it, and I still feel like we were playing quite well for what we were doing. We were causing Bayern some issues. We were getting in every now and again, and slowly but surely, Bayern started to probe and probe and probe, and then them chances started to get worse and worse and worse. They started to win corners, etc. And then they get a free kick for the first goal, which I don't believe is a free kick. I think is very soft from the referee, very soft. And not only do they take the free kick and hit the referee gives them a quick drop ball. Granted, our players are not switched on. They should be switched on at all times. Elise out in acres of space. The only player out to him is João Pedro. Too easy there on the defence. Beats him, whips the ball in, and the ball comes off a Chalobah. It's 1-0. Own goal. Gutted. Now, I still felt like we was in it. Felt very quickly. Another lapse of concentration. I think it was Cucurella who kicked the ball out for a throw-in, just passed it off. Very sloppy. And they take a quick throw-in. Kane's in. Caicedo's caught out of position. He has to try and recover. Doesn't recover well. Fouls Kane. It's a penalty. Blatant penalty. Kane slots it. What do we expect? It's Harry Kane, one of the most lethal strikers we've seen in our generation, and we're giving him penalties. Not only that, we give him the third goal. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about Cole Palmer. We react well to the 2-0. We go 2-0 down and we react well. This is where I still think, you know what, we're in this game. Like, it's not done. We go into that first half and I'm thinking, you know what, we just need to improve some of the, the possession, get a little bit more control over the game, and we should be okay. The one sub I would have made would have been Neto, because I don't think he was affecting the game. But anyway, Caicedo wins the interception like he normally does, passes the ball down the pitch. Palmer sees Gusto running on the right-hand side. They do a 1-2, and Palmer with a brilliant finish. It's 2-1. We're definitely back in the game. But then the next 10 minutes after that, leading up to the end of that first half, Bayern Munich started to really kick into gear. They started to dominate. They started to play lovely football, and we were holding on for the end of that half. And I was waiting for that whistle to blow. We come out the second half. We don't make any changes. For me, it would have been Neto, but I do agree with Maresca. Don't make no subs just yet. Just review it going into the second half. Second half, we start again quite similar to the first. Get into it. But quite quickly, Bayern start to do the usual, get a little bit of control of possession. Obviously, they're in their home fan, they're with their home fans, and we've set up a little bit defensive today, as expected, for the caliber of opposition that we're playing. And Gusto, man, What the fuck was that? Honestly, he does it every single game. He will have a bad touch every single game that either goes out for a throw-in or leads to an opportunity like that. Shit touch, he passes it to Harry Kane, the one player in world football that you would not want to give a ball to like that. And he just slots it bottom bins. Rob Sanchez couldn't do nothing. And fair play to Rob Sanchez today. Fair play. For me, he was Chelsea's man of the match. He made some good saves out there. The Elise one was ridiculous. And he did one for Harry Kane twice, I believe. Great performance from him. His kicking was good. Okay, there was some that were overhit. But, the intention of seeing it, doing it, if he took a little bit off of it, some of them balls that he was playing to Gusto would have been clean through. And it's just a shame that he has to deal, he gets a lot of stick from Chelsea fans. But today, we've got to give him his credit. And it's a shame that he goes into that dressing room knowing that his teammates have just given the game away. Absolutely given the game away. Now, don't get me wrong. Bayern Munich are a strong side, and I think they played well today. Elise on that right-hand side was absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. Harry Kane just plays his heart out. He's such a baller, man. Such a baller. He drops all the way down to the 6 to receive the pass. And then he starts dictating what he's going to do next and how he's going to set up the play. I love watching that guy play. And when he gets into an area where it's like anywhere near the goal, you can guarantee he's going to score. And he did. He got 2 today. He buried us. Okay, gifted. And, it is the first Champions League game back. It's not the end of the world. We've still got other matches there to, get points on the board and finish where we need to get into the knockout rounds. It's not the end of the world. But for our first game back, putting a marker in the competition, we haven't done it. We've shown some inexperience maybe from the players. Could you say inexperience or a lack of quality maybe with these mistakes? You can't make mistakes like this in this competition. You just cannot do it because you get punished just like that. Gutting, to be honest. Gutting. But like I said, you've got to give props to Bayern Munich. I thought they did play very good football today. Attacking, when they get forward, boy, it feels like you're just under the cosh. If Elise gets on that, they look for Elise quite a lot. But then they've got Diaz on the other side, who's just as bad. Like he just causes havoc with the way that he runs and dribbles at you. If I was to sum up some of the players' performances, Sanchez in goal was man of the match for me. Cucurella, I thought he did okay, but there's no way that I'm sitting here saying that he locked up Elise today. It was a pretty... I wouldn't even say it was fair. I'd say Elise got the better of him more of the time. He had a tough game today, in my opinion. Probably the toughest out of them all. But that's because Elise is just brilliant. Playing these little dinks into really intricate, dangerous areas that you don't expect him to play the pass to. Tosin and Chalobah, I thought for what it's worth, they did okay, to be fair. They did okay. On another day, it could have been 5 or 6. But I don't think you can sit here after watching that and blame the 2 centre-backs for how the game went. You could argue maybe they switched off for the first goal. Second goal was Caicedo. And the third goal is Gusto. Like, you could argue maybe they could have done better for the third. You just don't make the initial mistake in the first place. Gusto, I actually thought he had a good game. I'm not going to lie. I actually thought he was causing problems. I thought he did all right. He was getting into very dangerous positions. And he kind of spoiled it for himself with that mistake, if I'm honest with you, which is a shame because I actually thought he did all right today. Caicedo and James in the middle, not convinced. Wasn't convinced today by both of them, if I'm honest with you. I thought Caicedo obviously gave away the pen. Thought he was very sloppy with some of his passes today. Felt like he was chasing shadows all day. Looked like they were tired out there, if I'm honest with you. That's how it felt, lethargic. some of the stuff they were doing, and even some of the decision making and where they're passing the balls into. They're passing into areas where it's so dangerous that it's going to be hard for the next person receiving the ball to get out that situation. And I just didn't understand some of the stuff that they were doing. Reece James was okay, in my opinion. Okay, nothing special in there. Right hand side, Palmer, for me, probably he would have had a shout for man of the match. I thought he was good today. Thought he was really good today. Feels like we're slowly getting him back to his best. Obviously, he scored at the weekend, scores again. We scored a second goal as well. That was a lovely finish, but obviously offside. Yeah, in my opinion, thought he'd done all right. Enzo, thought he did okay in the first half, but just okay. For me, that's not enough. And then the second half, I just felt like he went missing. I think some of the time he's trying too much to be this shithousery player. Do the talking with your football. And I think a lot of the time he messed up the attack, messed up the link up, which is frustrating, very frustrating. Pedro Neto, absolute stinker today on that left-hand side. And again, we struggle on the left-hand side. Garnacho comes on, and for me, I thought he actually played well. Everything he'd done was neat, tidy, didn't make any mistakes, kept the ball, put the ball into dangerous areas when he was supposed to, took a shot, run at his defender, caused a little bit of problems. You felt a presence there. With Neto, I just felt like he was losing the ball every single time. Didn't think he was beating his man. Don't think he was strong enough to beat his man. So it's like, today, honestly, I thought he had a stinker. Even defensively, just looked like he couldn't be bothered. Really disappointed in him today. I'm not going to lie. João Pedro, I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right. Link-up play was good. Keeps the ball very well. Keeps it moving. But was that enough presence up top? Probably not. Look at Harry Kane. You know he's there. You know he's there. Do you know what I'm saying? If you try and understand what I'm saying here, the presence up top is a big thing. I don't want to sound like I'm being too harsh on him because I do think he played okay, but you just want like a dominant centre forward that everybody's going to fear and know that fucking hell, man, don't let him touch the ball. And I feel like when Harry Kane got on, every time Harry Kane got on the ball, I was thinking, fucking hell, what's he doing now? Even when he was in the six, even when he dropped down to the six, I was thinking, what's he going to do now? Who's he going to pass it to? Where's he running? Don't let him in any space. So, yeah, it's just frustrating, man. The subs that came on, who was it? Andre Santos. I thought he come on and done all right, to be fair. I felt like the subs changed the game for us. Obviously, Bayern had spent majority of the end of the first half and then going into the second half dominating us, to be fair. And then I felt like when we made them subs, we kind of turned the tide a little bit. We started to have a little bit more of the ball, started getting the ball forward a bit. Obviously, there was a chance where we scored and it was offside. But by that point, the game was already done. At 3-1, game, set, and match. And I said it on the live stream. Well done, Gusto. You've just given the game. That's it. Done. There's no way we're coming back from that now. And I feel like up until that point, we'd done a good job to be in it and where we were. 3-1, game, set, match, given the game away. So Bayern Munich they took their foot off the gas. They made their substitutions as well. So it's no surprise that we did up our game a little bit. Like I said, Garnacho, I thought, come on and done really well. Esteval come on, and I thought he done okay, to be fair. He looked a bit dangerous. He managed to get the ball across the box at one point, which I thought was going out. Don't know how he done that, but I don't think he really had enough time to really do anything. Who else come on? Was that it? I can't even remember now, to be fair. Let me just double check it in case I've missed anybody. Look at Liverpool as well, a 92nd minute goal. And this is what stuff like that fucking pisses me off. 92nd, these guys are doing judge. I'm telling you now. 92nd minute goal. How many late goals are they going to score this year? Already as well. Yeah, that was all the subs. Neto, Garnacho, and Esteval. We saw Nicholas Jackson come on at the end for Harry Kane. fucking moron talking about how he's never going to come back to the club. Well, don't come back, mate. Don't give a shit. It is what it is, mate. Good luck riding that bench with Harry Kane there, mate. Unless Harry Kane's leaving next year, you're touching bench for the rest of your career at that club. Let's be honest. But anyway, is what it is. We've got Benfica next. Jose Mourinho coming back to the bridge. I expect us to perform better than that. The reality is Chelsea, up until this point now, are not clicking how we should be. Not clicking how he was in the Club World Cup, not clicking how he was in pre-season. So something needs to happen. Something needs to happen because we need to be performing a lot better. If we want to do what we want to do this season, I don't want to go through another season full of grief. I just want us to be consistent and play how we should be playing. Play some good football. We've got Man United at the weekend now. They're shit. They are fucking shit. If we don't get a result against Manchester United, yeah, I can, not only me, but I can see a lot of Chelsea fans starting to get pissed off already. This game, like I said, you've got to be a bit realistic about who we're coming up against and the realization of where we are. But going up against Manchester United, like there's a way of losing. Do you know what I'm saying? Today, I don't feel like it was a good way of losing. We just gave them the fucking win. And we could. What's the frustrating thing is I know we're better than this. That's the thing that annoys me. I know we're better than this. You can't tell me that our whole system relies on Levi Colwill playing left centre back or Lavia in the six, and that's the reason why we're not clicking. You can't tell me that. So coming up against Manchester United, we've got to play a lot better. I expect us to play better because we should be better than them. We should be stronger than them as a team. We've definitely got a better coach than them. So I expect us to win at the weekend. And I'll be very frustrated if we don't. But yeah, as I said, first Champions League game, got Benfica next. I expect us to do well against them. I don't think this result is the end of the world. It's just frustrating about how the way we went about losing it. Rival fans are going to love it and eat their hearts out. A couple of Arsenal fans in the chat earlier. But listen, you lot would struggle against that side as well. So let's not even go there. Let's not even go there with you struggled against Atletico Bilbao for a start. You struggled against them. So you coming up against Bayern Munich, nah, not having you. Not having you at all. Man City and Napoli tomorrow. That should be an interesting game. You're going to see Kevin De Bruyne haunt them. And Liverpool, you're just fucking lucky, man. Honestly, you're so fucking lucky. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and hit that subscribe button. Catch you on the next one. Here's what it is.